everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me yet again. So that boring bit, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you like my content, please remember after you've watched the video to hit the subscribe button, to hit the like button, and to more importantly hit the notification bell so you always know when I'm going to do another video, because my videos are sporadic. Right now, today, I have got someone coming around to talk about when they're going to start finishing the kitchen, don't ask. And then I've also got a boiler engineer coming round because my heating has decided to pack up downstairs. So I am trying to do shorter video so I don't keep getting butted in and then the videos get moved to next week. So this video is not Sophie and Edward, but this video is to do with two very different princes and their wives. You can guess where we're going. So considering today is Wednesday and it is also the Feast of St. David's Day, because I'm filming this on Wednesday. This will be airing tonight. And the Prince and Princess of Wales are in Wales. So what have they been up to? They actually visited yesterday, and the first stop they went to Brennerwell Rehabilitation Centre, where Catherine managed to get her hands on some sweet William. Don't worry, it's just a plant, but it's still got a giggle. So Catherine was actually planting some seeds as the centre is creating an outdoor space to teach people how to do gardening, for growing vegetables. It's all in aid of giving people that are struggling with drugs and alcohol addiction problems a place to encourage better mental health for them. The Royal Foundation is supporting an organisation called Life at Number 27, which is helping to create lots of therapy gardens across the whole of South Wales. The gardens will also have allotments, and as I said, very similar to this centre, they will also have learning spaces. They will encourage people of all ages how they can enjoy green spaces, gardening, growing their own veg. You know, it is therapeutic to a lot of people. As you can see, I love plants. Plants do not love me. I do try my best, but as you can see, we've had a recent victim. It's currently out trying to heat up. I've got its roots in hot water, not literally. But yeah, I do find looking at plants therapeutic, but actually gardening, or for me trying to keep them alive, not so much. So the royal couple then went on to Aberavon. I hope I say that right. My Welsh pronunciation isn't great. I struggled to say Welsh earlier. I was just like, Welsh, blah, blah. This head cold, I'm really struggling. I think I just get too much saliva in my mouth and I talk quickly anyway, so it's a bit of a disaster, but bear with. So anyway, the couple went to the Aberavon Leisure and Fitness Centre, where they were there to discuss, you know, the benefits of fitness, with training, with exercise, and how it can really help improve people's mental health. This is something that I can absolutely vouch for. Since taking up more of a healthier lifestyle, mentally, I feel a lot more stable, although I'm always going to be a little bit crazy, but I embrace the crazy. I like the crazy. Now, as for crazy, this couple, the Prince and Princess of Wales, Catherine and William, are absolutely crazy about competing against each other. And the fitness centre happily obliged, and they got Catherine and William on a stationary bike race.
Do whatever you need to do for 45 seconds. Right, you're 10 seconds in. You got it, you got it.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Fantastic. Guys, let's cheer them on. Right, 10 seconds, 10. Final 9, guys, count 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down.
Not a hair out of place after that. Look at her. Most of us mere mortals would have scarecrow hair, be bright red and sweating. She is in heels. She is in a beautiful houndstooth skirt, but a skirt nonetheless. And the best thing was she actually managed to beat Prince William, and we got some beautiful photographs of Catherine laughing and joking. They're so mischievous together. I always want to see these two. Anytime there's a sporting event, I want to see them competing against each other. It just adds to the entertainment. When the couple left the centre, they noticed that there had been a crowd of people that had come over to meet them. So naturally, Catherine and William, being as sociable as they are, happily obliged. And Catherine was seen happily chatting with this mother and her adorable little girl, who gave the princess a beautiful bunch of flowers. Now, the last engagement of the day for the couple, this whirlwind pit stop in Wales, they went to the headquarters of the Wales Air Ambulance in Llanelli. Now, whilst Prince William was there, he actually announced that he has now been made the royal patron of the air ambulance, the Welsh air ambulance. The fact that Prince William is himself actually a trained pilot and worked for East Anglian Air Ambulance Services from 2015 to 2017, it makes total sense given the fact that he has got an inside knowledge of what it's actually like to do this job. It makes total sense that he would take on this patronage. Now, that's just a quick burst of the lovely royal couple. Let's get on to the ex-royal couple who have made an appearance. Yes, they have come out of the woodworks on their privacy tour. They just happen to magically be snapped at one of the most exclusive places in Los Angeles. I say exclusive for the rich and the famous. San Vicente Bungalows. It stakes its reputation on protecting its guests. An elite private Hollywood club where memberships cost thousands of pounds per year. Jeff Klein, the owner, said, "Privacy is now a luxury." Well, it definitely is a luxury because you've now got a couple that are on their own personal worldwide privacy tour that turn up outside with a mini motorcade with armed security, with literally armed gun men that will walk them in and sit by them to make sure that they're undisturbed at their tables. Can you imagine all of the people that go there because they like discretion, they like actual genuine privacy, and then you've got these two turning up, and Meghan naturally with her perfect dial-a-pap back grid ready and waiting outside for the perfect moment as she exits the vehicle looking happy, looking more than happy. I mean, there's happy grinning and then there's kind of crazy grinning. Now, in further news today, I woke up to King Charles has evicted Harry and Meghan. I mean, this was tastefully done, wasn't it? Frogsit. I mean, if they're getting a bit ridiculous. But it is The Sun. The Sun are known for their not so always witty puns. But yes, they have reportedly been evicted. Now, Royally Blunt pointed out a very simple fact, that Harry and Meghan renewed their lease to Frogmore last year. So it could just be simple as that King Charles refused to renew their lease again. Perhaps Harry and Meghan have chosen not to renew their lease. I highly doubt it because Harry's visa and some of his remaining role being Councillor of State, which I don't think he'd ever be able to do, it is tied into him having a permanent UK residence. So they have now given that up. That's not to say that they haven't got somewhere else that we don't know about that they will have as their main UK residence. But either way, so King Charles reportedly made this decision after the release of Spare. So this decision was made, I guess, after Harry did all of those interviews. And then when Spare was finally released, I guess King Charles and his lawyers saw it firsthand for themselves. Given the fact that Omid Scobie, one of their favourite go-to mouthpieces, and their Sussexsquad fanbase are all kicking up saying how cruel and nasty it was of King Charles to evict them from a property that they don't even live in, it makes me think there's some weight behind the fact that Charles has finally said enough. And whose fault is it? He did give Harry a warning. He did say to Harry, "Do not attack my wife." And the thing is, in that book, and he interviews in so many words, Harry painted Camilla as evil, conniving, a gold digger who sacrificed everyone from Prince Harry himself. He even implied that Camilla was behind the William affair rumours because she was sacrificing them all in her aim and her struggle to get her hands on the crown. So I think, yeah, that would about do it, I think. He said, "Don't insult my wife," and Harry has painted her out to be some sort of evil Disney supervillain. Now, King Charles is reported to have wanted Prince Andrew to move into Frogmore Cottage because, as I reported before, Prince Andrew is living in the Royal Lodge, hanging on to it tooth and nail. Apparently, he's refusing to leave, but if he can't afford the upkeep and his little cushy payout that he used to get from the Queen has been cut by the King as well, even with the peppercorn rent, Andrew might struggle. But why does a man want to live in a 30-bedroom mansion? Someone made a joke about the fact each bedroom is for one of his teddy bears. Frogmore Cottage was recently renovated. Harry and Meghan, I think, only lived in it for a matter of, well, just to film a few Netflix episodes, as we saw. Now, Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack moved in there, but they have since moved part-time to Portugal. You see them flitting back and forth to the UK, and then there's rumours that they are looking to move to America. So the property is empty. Harry and Meghan, they gave it all up. Lots of people have said that they should have lost Frogmore Cottage when they decided to do that move. But I don't think at the time when the Sandringham Summit was called that they were aware of what Harry and Meghan were going to do a year later on Oprah. If Harry and Meghan had left the royal family and done that immediately, you probably would have found that the Sandringham Summit would have been a hell of a lot harsher. So perhaps the restaurant set up paparazzi photographs were done to prove to the world that Harry and Meghan, they are still very much together, still very much in love. It could be to do with all of the fallout of the coronation. We're hearing stories that Harry and Meghan are actually going to outdo the coronation by throwing a 4-year-old a huge birthday party to overshadow it. Yeah, you know, the King's coronation, a 4-year-old's birthday party. I can't see that happening. Whether the couple knew that the eviction notice story was going to break, maybe it could be to do with the fact Catherine and William have had so much positive press recently. Either way, I do believe that the paparazzi were called to photograph Harry and Meghan together, showing that they are living their best lives. They're super happy. They're really happy. Look how happy Meghan is. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of spotlight on Harry to do with, you know, Spare, his book, the fallout from that. Then we had Sasha Walpole that came forward, the virginity story. And then Harry himself, who, as I said in my video that I did yesterday, he's going to be unpacking his trauma again. You can't help but think that Meghan must be desperate. She must be getting really thirsty to have some spotlight just on her. And she has been involved in an Instagram promotional video. Do you remember the clever lattes that came up that Meghan invested in? She got her buddy Oprah to advertise it. I think this was back in 2020. It was one of the first ones that Meghan had invested in as the Duchess, you know, when she said that she was going to make sure she followed the Queen's rules. Yes, well, she is back. She's made an appearance. She's even dug out a coat that she wore at the Invictus Games in 2017. Meghan can recycle. Meghan can wear the same clothes again. Either that, or as some people believe, these are old photographs and this is an old bit of footage that just happens to be being used or recycled to get a little bit of attention for the company and again for Meghan. Now, Meghan was seen posing for photographs and having an intimate chat with a camera mere inches from her face, and naturally having a latte with owner Hannah Mendoza and the team. Now, Hannah mentioned Meghan and Oprah plugging the coffee, which saw them selling over 6 million lattes. The power of women uplifting women. Did Meghan make her say that? However, something that was left out with the promotion of this company is the fact that when the company first started, and the fact that Meghan was its first investor, they actually bought, I think it was reported, 19 tons of oat milk from the Xinjiang province in China, a state where millions are kept in work, basically slave camps, persecuted and beaten. Not only that, but in 2021, the company was given a 60-day violation notice, right? This will make you choke on your latte, for products that could be potentially containing lead and lead compounds, which can cause birth defects and reproductive harm. Obviously, the company immediately fixed the contamination violation, where you like to think so, or they called back products. It's slightly worrying to think that someone can just get a product, get it out there on the market, people could be drinking it, for celebrities promoting it, and then it turns out it could potentially contain dangerous chemicals that can kill you, or, you know, if you're a pregnant woman. I mean, it doesn't bear worth thinking about, but it just does go to show the stupidity of some people with celebrities, where they just throw their name behind something because they think, oh, this is good, or Oprah's promoting it, or Meghan said this is good. But as I said, no due diligence. They don't check if the product has an ethical supply chain, or more importantly, is it up to code? This is something that people consume. You think if you're going to have your name attached to it, you would make sure that you're not going to get any sort of lawsuits later on because they promoted something that contained lead. I think I'll be sticking to Costa Coffee. Now, as for Meghan, she has gone from Princess Henry, she has gone a Princess of the United Kingdom, a Duchess, a Royal Duchess. I know she wasn't a princess on her own, she was Princess Henry. Before anyone goes, angry type. But Meghan was a member of the British royal family. She had climbed that pole, and now she's gone right back down to Instagram influencer. She, as I said, like a squirrel, she climbed all the way to the top of a very greasy pole and she slid straight back down. And I just only wonder how long it's going to be before the Duchess really reverts back and starts promoting toilet perfume, because princesses poo too. So on that lovely, beautiful note and a little bit of toilet humour, I will leave you with that lovely thought, and I will see you very soon, where I will be talking about Sophie and Edward and their mini Caribbean tour. So take care for now. Bye.